Hello everyone, I am Naveen with you. You are watching English with Mr. Bhati. Dear English learner, today I come with a very crucial topic and the topic is law and order. As you know very well, India is a democratic country and here our constitution provides equal law to each and every person, whether they belong to a high class or they belong to a lower class. It doesn't matter. But sometimes it seems it's just only written in our constitution. It doesn't implement on the ground base. Because whenever any crime happened, so that time the victim take a very long time to get justice. Sometimes it's not sometimes, maximum times they take 20 to 25 years get justice. So if any victim get justice after 25 years, so what's the use of such a type of justice? And when they got justice after 25 years, at that moment the criminal will approach High Court, then Supreme Court. It means it will take another 10 to 5 years. So there is no use of such a type of justice. Our law and order is very loose and the criminal know that very well. That's why they did crime, because they knew they can escape easily, because our justice process took a very long time. And many times if victim belong to a poor family, so they can't afford advocate charges, they can't pay the fee of advocate, and they left the case in hopeless situation. And that's why in our country crime increased day by day. It's a spread like a epidemic, because criminal knew very well if they have a money, if they have a source, if they have an influence of leader, so they can do any crime and they can escape easily from the punishment. And we often heard if any bridge was built and that bridge was fallen. Due to fallen this bridge, many hundred and thousand people died. When any such a type of incident happened, at the time government came a very active mode and government sit at quick, yeah, we are going to form a SIT, and who is accused, we are not going to leave him, we are definitely going to punish him. We are not going to tolerate such a type of carelessness, because we lost our people's life. But unfortunately, to be honest, I never heard through any news channels, I never read in any newspaper, yeah, that bridge was fallen and due to this bridge fallen, there thousands people died. And who was the accused, like contractor and ठेकेदार, they got punishment. I never heard that who are accused, they got punishment due to their carelessness of that bridge fallen. I never heard. It's only so called announcement by government when any incident happens such a type of. So how can we get justice if our law and order is very loose? And in India there are two types of justice. First for rich people and second for poor people. If any person belong to a high class, then his case will be solved very quick. The police will be also work in a very active mode. But if that case belong to any poor class family, so they work very carelessly. Even many times they don't lodge FIR if the person belong to poor family. When they approach any court, high court or civil court, after that they lodge FIR. That is the law in our country. In India every day 86 rape cases lodged FIR in police station. It's official data. We can't say anything about non-official because India is a huge populous country. There are many cases they don't reach police station due to influence of criminal. If criminal has an influence of any political party, any political leader, in this situation, that political party or political leader suppress that case and they threat to the victim, if you reach police station, then we will murder your father and brother. In this situation, victim feel very hopeless and they compromise. They don't reach police station to lodge their FIR. And sometimes I feel very humorous because if we elect MP, MLA criminals, so how can we hope we are going to get justice? Because if these criminals made a strict law, so first of all, they will also capture under this law. They knew very well. So that's why they made a very loose law. Because they knew if we made a strict law, so whatever we commit crime, so we can also came under this law and we can be also going to a prison in future. Friends, if you research in our country, I think more than 50% are MP and MLA belong to criminal background. They are rapists, they are gangsters, they are robber. And I think sometimes I feel we are fool because if we knew very well these person are rapist, gangster, criminal, why we give our precious vote to those persons? I don't know what's the people mind came and they give their precious vote to those criminals and even they like them. So that's why they contest in the election and they win election very easily. And I knew many criminals personally, they are in behind prison and behind prison they contest in the election and they win a very huge vote in the election. I think our countrymen have a great faith in those criminals. So that's why every time they give their precious vote and they elect the election easily. Due to loose law and order, we are still struggling to become a developed country. And a government tried to put a huge hoarding, yeah, we are going to be a developed country in future. We did a lots of work. It's just useless because if our law and order is not strict, so we can't grow in future. We can't be a prosperous country in future. We can just create a false imagination. We can just fool our countrymen. Yeah, we are going to be a developed country in future. If our government take a strict action, like if any crime happen, they should decide a time within 5 years, within 10 years, anyhow this case should be solved. If government took such a type of decision, so definitely we can be a prosperous country in future. Because if we have a certain limited time to be solved any case, in this situation the criminal have a fear. Then the criminal's mind is stuck fear. Yeah, if we commit any crime in this certain period, government or our court will solve our case and we are going to behind prison. But they knew very well how loose are law and order. If any country has a strict law and order, definitely those countries are very prosperous and these countries belong to category of a developed country. Friends, if you observe when any MP and MLA elected, after elected they make a very huge amount, thousand crores property. How they made? They only made such a type of property through corruption. Because earlier you are a normal and common man and after being MP and MLA within 5 years, how you can arrange, how you can more money like 500 crores, 1000 crores, how this happened? All this happened through the corruption. If our policymakers are involved in the corruption, so we can't hope. It's only false imagination to stop crime in our country. And you can imagine corruption ratio in India in this way. Our Indian media's ranking in out of 180 country is 161. It's mean India's media is so rushed. Out of 180 country, we are in 161 position. So you can say if any country's media is not delivered to right news to the countrymen, so what's the situation of that country? And they want to say they are real, you can say, journalists. Same on these cheaters, these monsters. How they are going to cheat their countrymen? They are just going to spread rumors for their own personal sake of money. Sometimes these media's journalists like a joker. Every time they debate Hindu-Muslim, they debate love jihad, they never debate about India's health infrastructure, they never debate about our education system, they never debate unemployment in the country. They only debate Hindu-Muslim, they only debate love jihad. I mean, sometimes it's look like they are joker. Believe me, friends. Here I want to clear one thing. I'm not anti-national or nor anti-government. I'm just a common man, and I'm worried about growth of country. How can we develop in future? How can we came under category of developed country? What's your view about India's law and order? Friends, if I say anything wrong, so please forgive me. It doesn't any my intention to hurt anyone's sentiment. What's reality, I'm just telling to all of you. Friends, if you like my efforts, so please subscribe my channel and give your valuable suggestion. Thanks a lot for watching.